This is WPTV News Channel 5 at 6.
Right now at 6 here in Florida and across the nation, protesters march for justice for George Floyd, who died in police custody in Minneapolis earlier this week.
2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
And for the first time in almost 9 years, American astronauts on an American-made rocket lifting off from U.S. soil in a spacecraft built by a private company.
Demonstrations around the country and here at home over the killing of George Floyd while in Minneapolis police custody. One held this afternoon at Lake Worth Beach City Hall has come to an end, and tonight another group will gather in the same spot for a vigil. WPTV News Channel 5's Lenny Supal is there.
Good evening, Tanya. The mood is very quiet here in Lake Worth Beach ahead of tonight's vigil set for 8 p.m. Organizers say they will gather here in front of City Hall before walking peacefully down Lake Avenue. Then a reverend will share remarks, and they'll hold a moment of silence to remember George Floyd and to reflect on the unrest that's rippling across America. Earlier today, we saw a different scene out here when a group gathered and out here at City Hall to protest the death of George Floyd at the hands of police in Minneapolis. There was a moment when that demonstration became tense, and our cameras were rolling as two people tore the American flag down from the flagpole, ripped it apart, and attempted to set it on fire. That flag is now in the possession of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, and deputies told our crews they will dispose of it with a proper burial. That flag has since been replaced here at Lake Worth Beach. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on the latest developments. That vigil is set for 8 p.m. Reporting live in Lake Worth Beach, Lenny Supal, WPTV News Channel 5.
No problems reported from a smaller gathering in Lake Clark Shores this morning. WPTV News Channel 5's Miranda Christian was there.
Cars honk for support while protesters stand on the corner at Memorial Park. Marcus Lockhart formed this protest because he says a message needs to be shared.
Because I am black, it is meaningful for me to speak out on the injustice happening in America right now.
Others share that same message.
It's very scary for me to put my trust in someone who might kill me. That's really scary.
Lockhart says he wanted the protests to be peaceful. The nearly 30 protesters held signs along Forest Hill Boulevard.
We're bringing out our signs. We want our voices to be heard. We don't want to physically show that.
It shouldn't be about violence. You can't fight fire with fire. It's just going to make a big fire. If we fight this with love, we're going to show them that we are bigger than that.
In Palm Beach County, I'm Miranda Christian, WPTV News Channel 5.
And we'll have more on the protests around the country coming up in a moment. And we'll have local in-depth perspective with community leaders as the events continue to develop in this case. West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James and Urban League President Patrick Franklin join News Channel 5 anchor Michael Williams for To the Point this Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on News Channel 5.
A type of anxiety disorder has tripled from this time last year, and social distancing may be the reason why. Just ahead, new help to manage it.
During these tough times, many people could use a mental vacation. Why for some, that means settling up. To the coronavirus and the latest numbers. So far, Florida has more than 55,000 cases. And more than 995,000 people have been tested, a positive rate of 5.6%. Looking at the numbers by county, the number of cases in Palm Beach County just under 5,900 since the outbreak began, a bump of 350 plus cases in the past 2 days. There have been 337 deaths, more than 1,200 cases total now on the Treasure Coast, and 49 total deaths and 76 cases in Okeechobee County.
All right, we had some sunshine out there today, but we did have a couple of storms form, mainly inland though. I'm meteorologist James Whelan. I'll let you know what to expect for your Sunday coming up.
What's WPTV First Alert Weather? It means you're protected with the tools, the team, the technology, the experience. Bottom line, you know what's heading your way.
So you know first.
WPTV First Alert Weather, committed to protecting you.
Here's what's coming up tonight on NBC and News Channel 5. The movie Despicable Me 2 begins at 8, followed by Vintage Saturday Night Live. Then join us back here for News Channel 5 at 11.
And coming up tonight at 11, the CDC recommends wearing masks out in public, but one study suggests we should also be wearing them at home. We'll explain why.
Ahead for us tonight, new questions about the groups behind those violent protests across the country and what so many officials feared. Someone's got coronavirus following that pool party at Lake of the Ozarks. Tonight on Nightly News.
Now, the doctor says that much like major sports leagues, they're going to phase in their return to normal so the arena can be full sooner rather than later.
News Channel 5 continues tonight at 11. NBC Nightly News is next.
For live Viper 5, Max Radar, and 24-hour breaking news, WPTV.com is always on. Have a good evening.